So, hello everyone, and a big warm welcome to today's podcast. And I'm so excited to have a very beautiful, special guest with me. Guess what? Sunita ji. And she is one of the beauties from the state of Uttarakhand, right? So, she will also share a little about her learning journey in English. So, let's dive right in. So, Sunita ji, the first question coming flying high is living in the mountain is a Herculean task in itself, right? This I know
True.
very well for the last few days, right? So, have you ever struggled with internet issues like Wi Fi crash or internet down, something like that?
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Yes, definitely. And I would say you pinched me hard right now because I was just facing that issue when you mentioned that my video is lagging a little bit. Before that, thank you so much for this warm welcome. And I was already expecting because yes, you've been always so warm, so welcoming, so approachable to everyone, I would say. So I was expecting this. So thank you so much for that. And yes, it is definitely a Herculean task to be on the mountains, right? But yes, there are network issues. There are other issues as well. Like these days, weather conditions are going terrible. Weather, or you can say it's been raining every day, a little bit on and off, right? So these are the condition in mountains these days. That's why we're facing a lot of network issues and transportation issues as well. I mean, related to our life too. And there has been a power cut also for 4 long days, and this evening itself we got it back. So yes, there are many issues, but still we keep on going a bit every day.
And I assume you are a strong woman. So, I want to ask you that how did you deal with these kind of problems?
Hmm.
Uncontrollable problems like.
Yes, when it comes to network issues, I don't think we can do much about it because when there is no network, definitely we are helpless there. Yes, but I've got this dongle, so I connect that dongle to my laptop, and somehow I am able to manage the network and the calls in a bit smoother way. But other issues, like if I talk about transportation or roads are in terrible condition these days because of the landslides and other natural calamities that have happened recently. You must have seen that on news channels as well, right? So we suffer a lot in that case. So we have to walk to the market or walk to the place wherever we go to, right? So this is again, I would say, nature finds its own place. It acquires its own place no matter how much development we do in our village, but nature would always find its own place, right? So that happens. And we were traveling by cars or by other transports, right? But still, we are back on those 2 foots, 2 feet, foots, yes, foots.
It's like back to square one, isn't it? Sounds something
Yes,
like that.
yes, back to square one. Yes. And
And
this life is so fulfilling. I never regret that we are back to square one. I still enjoy this feeling or this phase of life. But it's just that we never know when is our last breath or what are we destined to, right? We never know. So we always enjoy the present moment. So if we are made to walk on foot, then we are okay with it. Nothing wrong in
exactly.
this, right? We are simply doing our exercise.
And we can say that it makes us to have that kind of golden opportunity to feel nostalgic also at the same time. So we must feel
Yes, yes, we remember our
thankful,
old
right?
days.
And
Yes,
my
yes.
audience would love to know from you that what inspired you to start your English journey.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so that's definitely an interesting question, and I always feel glad and excited about my English learning journey. Because when I started this journey, I had no intention of improving my English. I started with the intention of earning money through YouTube, right? So I created my channel when I stumbled upon another YouTuber's video, and I thought this is something doable. I can also do it, and I can also shine on YouTube and earn a handsome amount, right? So I started that way. But slowly and gradually, I happened to be in this niche, and later on, I realized that if I want to stay in this niche and if I want to sustain on this journey, I have to improve my communication skills and English language too. So in that direction, I started indulging myself into English content. Earlier, I was not watching English content at all. I was simply ignoring things or posts related to English. I would not push myself. I would not brainstorm, right? So I was comfortable in Hindi. But then I consciously switched my way of consuming content. You can say my medium of consuming content from Hindi to English. So that was a conscious effort from my side. I started with that. And slowly and gradually, when you meet people, when you meet experts, you get to know about a lot of other things as well that by which you can improve your English. So yes, my journey has been of this kind, and I'm still experimenting with different things and totally enjoying this journey. So I've come this
Right.
far. It's been a year in this journey.
Amazing, amazingly answered. And I think that our audience will get fruitful knowledge from whatever you have delivered. And next question, definitely what challenges? Because sometimes it happens that we feel agitated or we feel like let's throw in the towel. So at that moment, what is the particular feeling or sentiment that kept you going?
Mhm. Yes, so the love, the appreciation you get from audience, right? And when you start getting that money from YouTube, so that could be a motivation for you because when I started, that was my motivation back then also. Money was my motivation. To be independent was my motivation, or to stand on my own feet was my motivation, right? So it is still there. So when you keep on earning or when you keep on getting that constant support from people, so that fuels your what should I say? Your energy, right? Your energy never gets fade, right? So this is how I always keep myself motivated when I get appreciation from people. And it's a two-way thing. When I post something or when I keep updating my YouTube, you can say, or when I keep posting videos on my YouTube, only then I'll get appreciation. If I stop posting or if I stop putting that effort, then I will lose my reach also. So then there is no appreciation, no feedback, nothing. And you have to start from the scratch again, right? So that is again a motivation, I would say, that fear that you have to start from the scratch. So better stay consistent, right? Maybe
Exactly,
if you can't
exactly.
run, you can walk. And if you can't walk, then just scroll. So this is what I've been doing throughout the last year.
Wonderful. Now, being women, I assume we already have a lot on our plate, many challenges. So, what are the regular challenges that you used to face when in your initial stages, when you made up your mind to learn this language, to be a blogger, or to show up on YouTube? So, what were the challenges that you face?
Hmm. So the very first challenge that I faced was about my kids. Whenever my kids used to be around, they would always interrupt between the calls. But then I expect the other person to understand my situation. I would let them in, right? Whatever they do, or I would somehow manage to stay calm on that call. But again, at the same time, I expect the other person to be empathetic towards my situation also. So that was my expectation, but still it's totally on them. What do they think about it? But I was not insecure about it. I was not very conscious about it. I would do my work and then I forget. Then I jump to the next day and next conversation. So I keep on doing that thing. So that
But
was the
I
main
love,
challenge or the
I
biggest challenge.
Oh, but I think, Sunita ji, that people love to see the authentic content. And because your
Mhm,
content was authentic in those days when your kids were out, so people, I think, they loved to see that.
mhm,
And because sometimes we delve deep into those kind of fake concepts or fake materials that we
mhm,
lose track of our own learning process.
mhm.
So, I mean,
Yes.
yeah, you try to flow with the movement, you try
Mhm.
to flow with whatever comes on your way. Fantastic. And
Right.
what is
I
your
also
daily
feel
routine?
that.
Yes. So being
Mhm.
genuine, being authentic was the, I can say, real showstoppers. And what is your daily routine? Our viewers would love to know from that.
So I don't have a routine, I would say, because every day is different for mothers, not just for me, for mothers or for daughter-in-laws, but especially for mothers, every day is different. You can't plan your days around your kids. So for me also, I struggle every day, and every day is a challenge for me. So what I do, if my kids are going to school, I can be at my peace that yes, they are going to go school, and I have this much time with me, so I can utilize it. I can take up calls, or I can take my classes up. But when they are at home, so I have to plan accordingly, right? I have to give my attention to them as well. They are on my top priority list, right? On my top, on that priority list. So, yes, so I look up to them first, and after that, I manage my other things, my work related things, I manage somehow. So, even if I'm not able to take three calls, let's suppose, in a day, that's okay. I don't feel guilty about it, but I feel proud that I gave my time to my kids more than that of my work, right? Because you can do other things. If this doesn't work, you can do other things as well in your life. But you have to take care of your kids, because you're not going to get them back, or you're not going to get their health also back, right? So this is something
Right.
we have to take care of. And when you get another day where you have enough time with you, then simply make up for it. Whatever you have lost, just make up for it.
Wow, amazing. And as you know, Sunita ji, that our beginners community, they have an inherent feeling that they would never be able to speak English, no matter what, right? So, what practical tip would you like to give to the beginners community? That means
Mm-hmm.
people are now, they are very crazy about this language. So, I want to know from you,
Mm-hmm.
because you are expert in this language and you have also started your journey this way. So, I wanted from you to give one practical tip to our people or those who want to learn
Mm-hmm.
English.
Mm-hmm. Great, great. I would love to share that. And I feel that beginners, especially, they fall into this trap because they get to see abundance of videos out there on YouTube, right? Somebody is saying that you can learn English in 3 months, and the other person is saying maybe in just 1 month, like that. So they get really confused that how much time we will take to learn English, right? But then they need to understand that you have to be patient, and it is going to take up a lot of time, maybe a year or two, or more than that also, if you are starting from the very scratch, from the very base, right? So I would say take those baby steps, like every expert say, take that baby steps, or don't take that uh, I would say gigantic leap, right? So go step by step, or what I suggest my learners that first, whatever language you are using, maybe your mother tongue or Hindi, start incorporating some English words into it, right? Whatever you understand. For example, if you have learned a new English word, glad, and you know that I can use this particular word in this particular context. So when you speak Hindi also, use that glad word in your Hindi, right? और यू कैन सिंपली यूज द सेंटेंस दैट आई एम फीलिंग सो ग्लैड कि आज मेरे घर में मेहमान आए हैं, यू हैव मिक्स्ड हिंदी एंड
Right.
इंग्लिश, right? So you don't have to wait for the right moment, or you don't have to wait for you to be perfect and then you'll speak in English. Just start using whatever you have been learning. You don't wait for that perfect day, right? And slowly and gradually you will be able to increase that percentage of English in your life when you keep on doing, when you are able to be consistent, right? And when you add some learning to your life every day, or to your English every day, and you keep on speaking as well. So definitely that percentage will grow or increase gradually, right? And then you'll be able to speak full sentences also over time. Again, if at this point also, if I skip 4 or 5 days in my practice, I'll also fumble the very next day. So that consistency, that determination, or continuous learning process is definitely required for everyone, not just for beginners, right? And
Yes.
we should always have that beginner's mindset. We should always be open
Yes.
for any kind of learning, any kind of feedback, right? So we
Yes.
all are beginners. We are no experts.
We are no experts, right? It is a non-native language for us, and we must accept the fact
Hmm.
that we are also beginners. And I think, Sunita ji, that speaking is a pattern of behavior. Like you have rightly mentioned, that we have to infuse a few words, maybe a few basic words of English in our daily conversation. Like we say, for example, my native language is Hindi, so I can say English, so I can also incorporate a
Hmm.
few English words in my Hindi, and this is how our brain can start processing new words, or then it will be stable. And then after a few days, we can also start speaking in English, rightly said. So,
Yes,
what one
yes.
valuable message would you like to give
Hmm.
to people who want to learn English for any reason?
Hmm. Right. So this is something I always put emphasis on, that don't try to copy others, but experiment with different things and see what works best for you. And hold on to that, right? If you think that listening practice works best for you, hold on to that practice and keep on learning from your listening practice itself and keep on speaking too at the same time. Speaking should always be there from the very first day. But for input, if you feel listening is good, just keep holding that and keep on practicing listening every day. But if you feel that reading is helping you, no matter what other people are saying about it, but if you feel that yes, this is helping me, I'm learning from it, so you have to continue it, right? So don't need, no need to copy others, but find your own ways to learn this language.
Right, right. Because people are very much confused when other people, they say that listening is important or reading is important. So you have
Mm-hmm.
cleared it. I mean, you have cleared the air for the business community that whatever suits them, they should follow that. They should stick to that particular strategy. So, Sunita ji, I would say one line for you, that to be valuable, you need to be memorable, isn't it? And we all love
Mm-hmm.
you. We not only love you, but we respect you as well. And I think that after listening to each and every word of yours, people will be benefited, and now they will feel little bit, you can say, confident, and they can start their journey from the scratch. So, Sunita ji, thank
Right.
you so much that you have given your precious time to share the spot with me,
Mm-hmm.
and so thankful. So once again, I am looking forward to many more sessions like this. So thank you once again, Suntaji. A very, very happy good night to you, and thank you. Bye bye.